Fashion and beauty are inherently linked, and women throughout time, all over the world, understand this. In today's supersaturated world, companies have wooed consumers with personalization and customization, and brands across all industries are starting to take note. For years, consumers have received fashion and beauty tips from their favorite magazines. So why is it that fashion and beauty are not merchandised and marketed together at mass, the way that they've always been linked in magazines? How does a mass retailer echo what prestige companies like Chanel and Dior have done well? Mass brands have successfully made the connection by sponsoring major events. How do we translate that connection to the retail space and increase sales of two of the highest margin product categories in mass retail? In the consumer's eyes, the lines have blurred. She's shopping multi-channel for beauty products and apparel and looking for value in each. She sees high and low fashion being mixed on the pages of her favorite magazines. The traditional channel approach is now irrelevant. This woman is smart. Even in a bad economy, she shops, but she's looking at her purchases differently. She expects good quality at low prices. This shift in value won't end as the economy picks up. Today, mass uses low prices to attract and retain consumers. The next challenge is to offer a better shopping experience and frame it as additional value. There are three overarching trends that are shaping consumer behavior: in-store, out-of-store, and online. The first is the popularity of one-stop shopping. These brands are continuing to reinforce their value proposition and increase their product offerings. The second is the advice of curators, who recommend and endorse products in which they believe. And the last one is the proliferation of fast fashion and fast beauty. By understanding these trends, how can we leverage the fashion and beauty connection to further drive the mass consumer? And how might we encourage the consumer to link purchase decisions between these two categories? The answer? Speak to her in a way that is familiar by connecting fashion with beauty. Traditional media has changed, and with the rise of instant communication, brands have adapted their marketing to a generation that is accustomed to being bombarded with disruptive communication. With this in mind, we introduce you to Fab, the online magazine for fashion and beauty, where we will create a 360 approach for mass retailers that links fashion and beauty at every step of the consumer's life. We will entice her with in-store merchandising, entertain her with events, enamor her outside of the store, and engage her using digital strategies when she's on the go. In doing so, she will recognize that convenience, value, and engaging experiences are now available at her favorite mass retailer.
When it comes to enticing consumers with visually disruptive merchandising in an environment that deliberately prolongs browse time, IKEA is like no other. Their one-way layout encourages customers to see the store in its entirety. And with 2010 net revenues of 25 billion euros, clearly they are doing something right. Creating a similar journey throughout our mass retailer, we invite the consumer to experience fashion and beauty in their natural habitat, together. By blurring the boundaries between departments, we can provide her curated assortments that make getting the look both convenient and fun. Creating a seasonal beauty and accessories aisle offers her items that tie into the color of the season or back to a current fashion collection. Incorporating digital media with runway shows and behind-the-scenes clips with makeup artists is an easy way to reinforce the link between fashion and beauty, promoting sales in both categories. This is an example of how we would create a seasonal story in the apparel department, enticing her to make add-on purchases. Why ask her to seek out multiple departments to find her sunscreen, chapstick, swimsuit, and beach bag? Remember, she likes convenience. And adding beauty samples and coupons onto the tags of apparel is another way to encourage sampling and trial, such as a sunless tanner paquette on a swimsuit. While fitting rooms at mass are oftentimes uninspiring, consumers who try on clothes result in a 67% conversion rate versus 10% for those who don't. Knowing she may be in a hurry, express dressing rooms throughout the apparel department will entice her to quickly give that shirt or dress a try. And while she's in there, simple mirror decals highlighting the color of the season reminds her to pick up her latest beauty products. By upgrading the experience in the main fitting room area, we can entice her to buy beauty and fashion. Creating a fun and communal space and leveraging the digital media seen in the beauty and accessories aisle will encourage her to spend more time trying on clothes, driving conversion, transactions, and average dollar per sale. Strategically placing impulse beauty towers around fitting room line promotes impulse purchases and potentially captures new customers. A virtual vanity is stocked with rotating beauty product, giving vendors exposure that rivals the current beauty aisle end caps. In lieu of testers, the vanity is outfitted with an iPad on which she can give herself a virtual makeover and then add corresponding shades to her basket. Lastly, once she's inside the fitting room, she scans the QR code on her dress against an iPad. An image of the dress pops up, and then like items are suggested to complete the look, such as sandals, a handbag, and the latest seasonal collection of nail colors. Dragging the items into her basket triggers a merchandise runner that collects the items to put aside at guest services for her to pick up. We recognize that getting in and out is oftentimes the consumer mindset. However, by creating an enticing experience where she can browse curated, trend-right assortments, she saves time by no longer needing to make that extra trip to another retailer.
Now that we have the consumer in the store, how do we keep her entertained and coming back for beauty and fashion? In many mass retailers, beauty and fashion are an afterthought. The consumer is in the store for their weekly shopping, but beauty and fashion purchases are often an impulse. Another way to bring beauty and fashion together in mass is by making it an exclusive focus in the store. With inspiration from after-hours events like Fashion's Night Out and exclusive registry events in stores like Crate & Barrel, mass retailers can use existing store space and re-merchandise it to hold monthly events catered around fashion and beauty. The First Friday's Get the Look event would work perfectly in mass. Every first Friday of the month, we feature the latest looks and beauty concepts displayed together in the existing space. Featuring fun drinks and appetizers that are sold in the grocery department, these added touches give the consumer the event feel that is usually only available at an exclusive event within an upscale department store. One-stop shopping with a curated look, completely for you. The space is also an exciting way for mass retailers to promote and leverage existing designer collaborations within the store. In Target, for example, the Get the London Look event would feature existing beauty brands like Rimmel and Boots, and styles from British designer Luella Bartley. Representatives from the brands would be at the event to help increase awareness and show the latest beauty and fashion looks from across the pond. A partnership with the airline Virgin Atlantic would offer a trip to London so shoppers can wear their new look in London. Once a shopper has attended an event, they will get an online preview and invite to the next event where they can RSVP to assure a spot. In a mass retailer like Kohl's, First Fridays would be the perfect opportunity for a Vera Wang Get the Look event. Completed looks from her flirty Simply by Vera clothing line and her new makeup line could be debuted together and sold in the space. The First Fridays event could also feature beauty and fashion by season, with the latest boot styles and lip gloss shades to get you ready for fall. Or it could be featured by color, with fragrance, clothing, and nail polishes, all in coordinating of the moment shades. And of course, the event space would be a perfect place to leverage the booming bridal market. Since many brides are already registering in stores like Target, First Fridays could launch exclusive limited time collections where a curator selects everything you need to get a complete look for a rehearsal dinner, wedding shower, and honeymoon, all from one store.
So now that we've enticed her and entertained her inside the store, we must enamor her outside of the store. Pop-up stores, college campus events, retailer-sponsored movie nights, and home shopping partnerships all offer the opportunity to continue the fashion and beauty conversation. First, pop-up stores provide a unique opportunity for mass retailers to enamor consumers and showcase what is new in fashion and beauty while also creating buzz. Open for a limited time in highly trafficked locations, these stores would provide penetration into markets where mass retailers do not have brick-and-mortar stores. Family quality time together is difficult in our busy world. A pop-up store centered around back-to-school shopping for daughters and back-to-beauty school for mothers would allow a mass retailer to focus on age-appropriate looks and highlight the season's trends. Mothers and daughters would get the opportunity to shop for themselves, but together, sharing a cross-generational experience. Pop-up stores could also be open during New York Fashion Week and allow consumers to share in the runway experience. Stores would be set up to resemble the backstage of a fashion show, outfitted with vanity mirrors, makeup artists, hairdressers, and clothing racks. Retailers could easily showcase the season's latest fashion and beauty in a single space. Second, retailers can continue to enamor her by taking in fashion and beauty to her directly. For example, a campus cube would update the traditional campus tour bus. The promotional cube would allow students to sample new looks, shoot videos of themselves, and upload and share their new looks on Facebook and on Twitter, enticing their friends to participate. Outfitted with a selection of fashion and beauty merchandise, the cube would create an experience that speaks to how students communicate and express themselves today. Third, highlighting fashion and beauty products during retailer-sponsored movie nights is yet another way to enamor her out of store. P&G and Walmart recently renewed their partnership to sponsor Family Movie Night and estimate that they have reached 16 million viewers since it began last year. A movie and a makeover night would be fashion and beauty's version of the concept. Makeover spots would appear during commercial breaks and show consumers how to get an up-to-date look of her favorite classic movie characters, showcasing the latest styles and trends, all available in store. Finally, to continue the conversation at home, why not capture the attention of the estimated 90 million households that home shopping channels reach every day? They provide an excellent way to tell the story behind fashion and beauty while offering her the authentic and personal communication that she's seeking. An easy way for a mass retailer to access this channel would be through a collaboration. Pairing a beauty brand like Sonia Kashuk with the fashion of Calypso St. Bart for Target would be a perfect match for showcase on HSN. This would give Target the opportunity to explain the concept behind the collections, highlight their fashion and beauty partnerships, reach consumers at home, and draw them into store.
In the past years, the efforts to engage her online have led to the double-digit growth of e-commerce, digital technologies, and social networks, all of which have impacted our consumers' behavior. While shopping today, she digs through delicious product, Facebook her friends, to meet up on Foursquare and compare the prices of the products in the stores nearby. Wow, she's busy, yet she's in control. In order to stay relevant, the mass retailers are trying to complete what we've called the digital checklist. And we see it all over the news. They really do it, whatever the price. Simply checking off boxes, though, is not enough to win that game. They must continue to engage with the customer. So to connect fashion and beauty and engage our customer, we've identified 3 concepts, ultimately helping her to get the look. Merging augmented reality with social commerce, a digital personal stylist, and also the concept of a unique flash sale site. Let's have a look at the first one. Combining augmented reality and social commerce. It's right on trend, and it's a natural next step for the mass retailers. In the comfort of her home, our customers tries fashion items. Then, the site recommends her beauty products to complete the look. Discounts prompts her to join a synchronized shopping session to share a look with friends in real time via social network. All of that while she's shopping. Beauty brands like MAC are already starting to implement these synchronized shopping sessions, and we really see it as a great opportunity for the mass retailers. The second concept, a beauty and fashion personal stylist. It really could leverage all the brands on the retailer's roof to create a connection between fashion and beauty. For example, tomorrow, Target could launch Target My Style. On the website, she takes a quiz answering questions about her favorite beauty products, runway looks, and fashion accessories. Then, the beauty and fashion personal stylist curates assortments for her and emails her suggestions on a weekly basis. We could leverage this concept in store with a style consultant asking a consumer to fill out the exact same quiz on an iPad, and then helping our customer to locate the items of beauty and fashion within the store. This concept is pretty similar to a popular website which some of you might know called Send a Trend, which tailors accessory collection to the subscriber after they've created a fashion profile online with a survey. Now, imagine the impact if a mass retailer could curate looks across multiple categories and brands, leveraging its natural expertise of a one-stop shopping place for both beauty and fashion, either online or in-store. Third, the concept of a flash sale site. They've changed their retail model, and guess what? They are here to stay. However, we want to make sure we don't oversaturate our consumers' inbox. So our flash sale site offers a whole new proposition. Twice a month, curated looks would be picked by beauty and fashion bloggers. Similar to Gilt, Rue La La, Ideally, and newly launched My Habit by Amazon, our site offers deals, but also engage with fashion and beauty mood boards to show the customer how easy it is to get a deal and a look in just one click.
As we conclude this section of the presentation, there are a few things we need you to remember. Our world is driven by connections. Consumers are not only connecting to each other, they are connecting to brands and causes, all at a speed unlike any generation has experienced before. Mass retailers must become even more connected to the consumer conversation. They must entice her in store, entertain her with events, enamor her at home, and engage her online. If retailers continue to ignore the natural connection between fashion and beauty, they just may get disconnected from the conversation. Thank you.